and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. We're doing a bit of a different video today and we're going to be unboxing this Re-ment series Detective Room set, which I got recently from Amazon Japan. I'm joined here by Miss Marble, who's going to be helping us. So for anyone who doesn't know, Marble is a custom Sylvanian I made based on my cat, whose name is also Marble. Her name is kind of a play on Miss Marple, and she is my village's kind of lady private detective. So I wanted to get this set to be able to put in her house, as it kind of has all the things she'll need for her private detecting. The story behind this is my real life cat Marble is very much not a people person. She very much liked to keep herself to herself, except if we were watching Poirot or Miss Marple, any sort of those classic murder mysteries, and she'd be right there sitting and watching along, and you know, as much as a cat can watch along, but she was always kind of calmed by those. So when I was making the little custom Sylvanian, it seemed obvious what her profession should be. So this house I have here is called Babblebrook Grange, and we've done a setup video on the channel and I'll link that here if you'd like to take a look at that. This is Marble's house, and what we're going to do today is open up these, check the scale with Marble, because I'm not really that familiar with Re-ment sets, so I'm really interested to see what the quality and scale is kind of like, and also set up a room in her house, a little detective office. So this set itself looks like it might have come out in 2022, but I'm not sure if that's just the date it got added to Amazon Japan or whether that's the actual release date. You can see it comes with 8 different types, and there's also a Japanese name and an English name on the box, which is always helpful. And each of the different types comes with the accessories you can see here, and then they all come together to make a little room diorama. So the box also folds out to be kind of the backing and floor, and then all the accessories come together to look like this. So it should look like a really cool little office when we're done. The side of the box just has some of the accessories scattered around and some of the kind of points of interest. So this little book folds out and hides a gun in it. Not that I think anyone is having a gun in Sylvania, so we might just have that as a book. Some handcuffs, and like the drawers on this desk seem to open, magnifying glass and hat. There's some more of the accessories here. It's got a very kind of Sherlock Holmes vibe, I think. Jam and toast and essential. I also really like the little microscope. I really hope that the scale on that is good. That would also be good in the school. And then on the bottom there's instructions for how to kind of construct the room diorama, but I think for today we're just going to get the items out and put them straight into the Sylvanian house. But it might be that I can use this box to kind of decorate the inside of that house if I cut it up a bit. So when you're buying Re-ments, you can either buy them individually as blind boxes, so you pick one and you'll get one of these 8, or you can buy them in a sealed box like this, and I've seen these a number of times where you basically has this label on it and it confirms you're going to get a complete set of the 8. So there's 8 boxes in here and we should be getting all 8. So let's go ahead and get started, because I'm really excited to see what these look like. So after opening it, the box flaps were a little bit unwieldy, so I went ahead and tore off along the perforated lines, and it kind of makes this bit, which can show you, we'll use this as our kind of key of everything that's in the box. There's also like a little tear off one from the inside that I guess you could keep if you wanted to reference what goes where. And then it also then has the backing card and the flooring card. I really like the flooring card, so I think I'm going to try and pop that directly into the Sylvanian house. And the backing card is also really nice as well. The quality of kind of card it's printed on is really lovely. So I'm sure we will be able to use this within the house as well, especially that middle bit. And then that leaves us with the box itself, which is a lot easier to kind of maneuver now with just this top flap. You've got your 8 boxes in here, and essentially this is how you would have it on the shelf if you were selling them individually, so people can come along and take the ones they want. Essentially it's a shelf ready pack. So let's get started with opening them. The boxes themselves have pretty much the same imagery on as the outer box, and it shows you again all the ones that you can get. And the boxes are sealed and you can shake them, but it's not really helpful in letting you know what's in what. So box number 1, I think they're just kind of taped at the top. So we'll just snip it. So this one looks like it comes with some stickers. There's a little card in here which shows you which one we got. So it looks like we got this scientific viewpoint one. I'm guessing the stickers are for these bottles. Got a stack of books and the microscope. It also looks like there's some paper pieces here to be cut out. That's cool. And they're just blank on the back. So they're not perforated or anything like Sylvanians. I'm going to actually have to get the scissors out and cut those neatly, so I will do that at a later date. But that's very cool. And then here are the items themselves. They all come kind of individually in these bags. So the books aren't one big stack, they're actually a few smaller stacks, which is really cool. Just from eyeing it, the microscope looks quite big, but the books look quite a good scale. So here are the little bottles, and they've got individual little lids, which is cool, and they've got stickers to go on them. I can get the camera to focus. They're kind of like a clear brown glass, and scale wise they work really well for marble here, and Sylvanians in general. Marble is a normal adult cat-sized figure. Then we got the books, and again I think these work just fine because they're going to be big encyclopedias. So this one's a whole history of Europe. Very thin book there for the whole history of Europe, but we've got some smaller ones. This is an encyclopedia of minerals, and also this one I can't read, but we've got another encyclopedia of minerals, and these work really well. The scale on those is good. And then we've got some slightly bigger ones, but again the scale on these is good. Complete collection of natural sciences. And then the final item we got in the set is the microscope, which, holding out to marble, actually it's probably a little bit big in terms of Sylvanian scale, but I don't think it looks too preposterous to be used in a room setting with her, especially because it's an older style microscope, so it's going to be bigger anyway. So yeah, really happy with how the scale on those is looking. Hopefully that will carry on through the box. I think what I'll do is I'll get everything out and kind of hold it up against marble so we can see the scales, and then we'll do a little time lapse of putting everything into the building, and I'll put all the stickers and things on off camera so you don't have to sit here and watch me fiddle with them. This is very nice. So the drawers do open and close. the plastic is different to Sylvanian Families. It does look a little bit cheaper, I think, than the kind of older sets, but it's probably about on par with the newer Sylvanian Families sets. This cupboard opens, these drawers don't, but it's cool that they do have some opening functionality. In terms of scale, pretty good considering that Marble's going to be sitting on a chair at the desk anyway, and it kind of is one of those big old desks. So again, possibly just a teeny bit big, but Marble could just be a very small cat, so I don't think the scale is so preposterous that it won't work. And then the items you get in this one are a globe and a picture frame. The picture for the picture frame is you have to kind of cut it out, and it looks like it's got a slot there to slot it in. Quality on this is very nice and good scale. And then finally we've got a little kind of old-fashioned globe. I like the colour on this, and it does turn round, which is cool. And again, the scale on this, very good. So it seems like most of the accessories are good scale, but the furniture might be a little on the larger side. So this one comes with a metronome, and this is nicely detailed. The scale looks good for Marble here. It also comes with a violin and the bow for that. Again, nicely detailed. I'd say the Sylvanian violin is a bit more detailed, but very nice. Again, looks a good scale for Marble. And then finally a chair, and I think this is the chair that goes with the desk. This looks a bit smaller than the desk, but it does look a good scale for Marble. I don't know whether she'd be able to sit in it because of the arms, but in terms of scale wise, I think it works for the illusion of the room. I was looking forward to getting this one. This is the little breakfasting table with the toast, and I'm guessing it's marmalade then. Lovely teacup and a newspaper. So it looks like the newspaper will need to be cut out, and it is printed double-sided. Oh, I'm loving that plate. That looks really nice. Let's get this one open. So first up, we've got the table, good size for Marb. Again, the plastic is a little shiny, maybe a little cheap looking, and we can talk about the price of what I paid for this. So I think I paid about 7,000 yen with tax included, so I think it was about 6,500 pre-tax for the whole box, which I didn't think was too bad. So that's about, at the moment, it's about £30–40. Obviously when the yen recovers a little bit, it'll probably be a bit more expensive, but I really didn't think, considering the prices that Sylvanians are these days, and also the fact that this one is kind of an older set, so there was a bit of a premium on it, I didn't think that was a bad price at all. So I think the quality kind of matches the price there. Little cup and saucer, teacup and saucer. This plate is lovely. I really like the detailing on that. It's like the plate for the toast. 2 pieces of toast, and these are really nicely detailed. This one's got the marmalade spread on it. This one's just plain. We've got the jar of marmalade, and you can see it's got like some indentation on the top to make it look more like a liquid, like the kind of syrupy consistency that it has. And then this is the drink to go in the cup, so you can either have it empty or with the drink in, which is cool. Nice little teaspoon as well. In terms of scale, I wonder if Marble can hold this because she's got the gripping hands. With a little bit of assistance she could, it does fit in her little gripping hand. Again, the scale for all of these is really good, particularly the accessories. Good for Marble size. Well, this one's fun. It's the board with the kind of red string, and I also really like the ink and quill. So I think these are the pieces that would get popped onto the board. All her kind of evidence that she's found. And here's the board. Tray, ink and quill, and some nice letters. So I'm guessing you kind of pop this in somehow into the holes. I'll work it out later. It doesn't look very much without the evidence on, but I think once it's got the evidence on, that will look really cool. Scale's good for Marble. She can put her little pins in her evidence. Stack of letters. Again, good scale. There's also a little letter opener here. And that fits into the letters like that. Scale on this is nice. Also the detail's nice. It's a nice detail on the handle on this one. I like the silver colour of plastic they've used. It looks very realistic. Then we've got the little tray and holder for the quill, and then the ink pot will go there. Again, really like the colour on this. It looks very realistic. Looks like it could actually be metal. Then here is the little ink pot with lid. Really nicely detailed, and also a black quill. Scale on these again looks really good with Marble if the camera would focus. Yeah, scale on those is great again. I even think, like the teacup, with a little bit of assistance, she can probably hold this quill because of her gripping hands. Oh, this one will be fun. This is the kind of out and about looking for clues, magnifying glass and all of that. Some more paper pieces in this one. Oh, looks like Marb's going to the opera. Oh, this is cute. This is so cute. The scale on this looks like it's going to be perfect as well. Oh, this is really cool. So this piece is lovely, the kind of briefcase suitcase. The detail on it's really nice. Love the little feet, and it opens up as well, I think. I think you have to move these little straps out of the way and it will open. Looks like it should. Go, it does open. A little bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end. And then these straps can go back in like so. They feel a little fragile, so I don't think I would be doing that too often, but the size is amazing. Good size for Marb. Then there's a little notebook and pen. The detail on the fountain pen is really lovely. Don't know if you can quite see the nib, if we're going to be able to get the camera to focus on it, but the nib is really detailed. Looks just like a real fountain pen, and then a little notebook as well. The magnifying glass. I can get it to focus on it. This is nice and detailed as well. And again, very good scale. So you can search for plenty of clues. Oh my gosh, it actually magnifies. That's amazing. Sorry, got a bit excited there. That's so cool. And then it's also got a key ring with 3 detachable, very old-fashioned looking keys. It shows these in the desk. I think there's a keyhole on the desk. I don't know whether it will fit. Oh, it does fit, and it actually sits in there as well. That's really cool as well. Really happy with that one. Great scale. 2 more to unbox. So this is like finding the evidence of the culprit. Some more paper pieces there, some money. Oh, I like that picture of the Queen. Those are funny. Interesting take on pound notes there. Double-sided though, that's cool. And then we've got another whole encyclopedia of Europe, and this is the one that opens up. We've got a gun, which I don't think I'll be using with my Sylvanians, but it still looks cool and detailed, and I really want to put this little hat on Marb like ASAP. I think the cane looks like it's probably going to be a little big though. So some old-fashioned style handcuffs. Here's the book with the slots to pop in. Pistol and some bullets, but I don't think we're going to use that with Sylvanians. Oh no, her ear is just too big. You can kind of sit it on her ear, but her ear is just too tall, and obviously it's not made for a critter with ears. You can kind of balance it. I think it will have to be a display item, or she could be taking it off, but the scale is good if she had a kind of rounder head without the ears. So someone like the moles, then this would probably fit on them quite well. And then we also have a cane, which I think is probably going to be a little bit too, yeah, it's just a little bit too tall for Marb. I'd probably work with one of the kind of bigger bears though, like the timber tops. I think I found a good use for the hat. It looks really cute. Last box to look at now. Some more newspaper clippings and things to cut out. This one has some stickers, so this looks like it's to go on the little tin. Nice chair again. I think it looks nice with Marb, but I don't think she'll be able to sit in it. Well, maybe. Have to try when it's in the room. But the detail on it's very nice. I like the kind of style of furniture it is, and it's got some nice carving into the edge just up here. I love this, the little decanter. This is really cool, and then it's got the glass to go with it. This is a good size. We'll say that's orange juice. And then the little tin as well is also a good size, and we'll say those are some sweets. Mints or something like that. Kind of been piling everything over here as I was going along. And you do get an absolute ton of accessories. I kind of didn't realise quite how many we were going to get. So now that we've got everything out, and thank you if you're still watching, I imagine this is going to be quite a long video since there was so much to look at. Let's set them up into the house and see how it looks as like a whole scene. And there we have it, Marble's detective agency is open for business. Let's take you in and show you a little bit closer off the tripod. Kind of transformed Marble's attic room, but I think I probably want to move the bedroom up and have this on the middle floor because the sloping roof is causing a bit of an issue with the furniture. And I didn't even get all the accessories in, so I think you could have like a breakfast scene or an evening scene and switch out the things that are on the tea table. I've gone with breakfast as the teacup, and the marmalade and stuff felt very much more Sylvanian. I've also finished off the evidence board, and I think that looks really cool now with the paperwork on there. Scale wise, let's pop Marb back in, and I did try to sit her on the chairs, and she will sit on them, and it probably would look alright for photos, but it's a bit of a balancing act. But I think the scale looks really good. If we pan out and look at this with the Sylvanian furniture that I've got in her other rooms, I don't think it looks particularly out of place. I think you could be mistaken for thinking that this was kind of the exact same scale once it's all in the house. So yeah, overall I'm really happy, and also a little bit worried because now that I've assessed that Re-ment and Sylvanians can work well together, that opens a whole nother door of possibilities. Something like a detective agency, I don't really see Sylvanians ever releasing that, but Re-ment do all sorts of these kind of sets, kind of interesting things that we might not otherwise see. Opens up a whole door of possibilities, and also a whole door of spending lots more money. But I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this set with me and looking at the scale, and I hope maybe you found it helpful if you were thinking about Re-ment and weren't sure whether it would fit with Sylvanians or not. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.